All right, one of Team USA's big stars from Laurie Hernandez, the gymnast, is here. But first, your local news.
At the Rio Olympics, the world was introduced to and enchanted by 16-year-old gymnast Laurie Hernandez, a member of Team USA's gold medal winning Final Five. She became known, as you guys know, as the human emoji. Well, now Laurie she's got a brand new book out. It's called I Got This, to Gold and Beyond. Laurie Hernandez, hi. We hung out in Rio. We had a thing, me and you. It's been several months since the Olympic Games have sort of wrapped up. How you've been? I feel like you've been on a dead sprint since you've been back. What has life been like? Just give me a little capsule post-Olympics.
It's definitely been a giant whirlwind.
Yeah.
You know, lots of media, lots of like different new experiences that I would have never experienced, you know, a year or two ago.
Was it what you expected?
I wasn't sure exactly what to expect. I don't think anybody could have prepared me for what was coming post-Olympics.
You're so smart to write this book because so many young kids look up to you and they saw you on that TV and they said, gosh, I want to be like her. The title, I Got This. Like, where did that originate from?
So basically, I was a little bit nervous before competing beam at the Olympics. And I had like this nervous tick to talk to myself and just be like, okay, you can do it. You're good. Like, I believe in you.
I got this. You can do it.
And right before I hopped up there, I said, I got this to myself. And then I hopped up and hit a nice routine and it went viral.
Were you calm when you stepped up to do your routine? You got on the beam and you said to yourself, I got this. Did you physically feel calm, or do you have that kind of heart pounding, freaking out thing a little bit?
Well, I usually have that right before I go on.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like, oh boy, you just kind of want it to be over. And then right before you get up on the beam, it's like after saying, I got this, it's like your whole body just kind of relaxes, and then I was able to think clearly. So
a lot of people would look at you and they would say, wow, she's 16 years old, hasn't hit a speed bump. Like, life has been amazing for Laurie. Like, but we should point out that your life hasn't been always so simple. You had injuries, you had issues going through this. How did you kind of get through those?
Well, basically, as a gymnast, I mean, everyone knows that injuries just kind of come and go between the sport and between like meet seasons. It really doesn't matter what time of the year it is, it just happens. And so mine happened in the middle of the year. I had to get surgery on my knee, and I remember just laying in my couch like, man, my knee hurts really bad. This is going to be really hard to come back. And my family was kind of there like, we believe in you.
I got to tell you, I fell in love with your entire family when we were at the Olympics. And one of my favorite stories in your book is the one about the tissues.
Yeah.
Will you tell that story?
Yeah, so basically before Olympic trials, we went out to eat.
Yeah.
And I had a little breakdown because practice was really rough and my routines weren't coming the way I wanted them to. And this poor waitress kept bringing over like piles of tissues. And
who were you with?
I was with my dad, my sister, and I think one of my teammates.
Yeah.
And so we were leaving, and my sister told my dad, like, I'm going to save these tissues. I'm going to give them to her when she makes the team. I'm thinking to myself, like, you guys are crazy. Like, it's not going to happen.
It's never going to happen, right.
And so we did Olympic trials. I made the team. We went out to eat as a family to kind of celebrate the moment. And my sister handed me a goodie bag with the tissues in them.
Oh.
And she was kind of like, even when you thought, you felt you couldn't believe in yourself, we were there for you. So it was a really defining moment.
Well,
nice.
you know, it's fun because everyone needs someone to look up to. You saw Shawn Johnson when you were a little girl.
I did.
And you looked up there and you saw Shawn Johnson and she won a gold and you thought to yourself, my gosh, I can do that. Do you remember that little girl and you watching her? And just tell me what that was like.
I mean, I do remember, you know, I was really, really young when I was doing like ballet. I mean, I stayed for sugar cookies, but I remember just sitting there, and at some point I looked at the TV and I saw this gymnast doing flips, and she was so graceful and powerful, and I was like, oh, I want to do what she does. And I looked at my mom and I was like, I want to be like her. I want to go to the Olympics like her. My mom was like, oh, okay. And she put me in.
Wow. You're 16, so there are a lot of things 16-year-old girls like to do. They like to get their driver's license.
They like to go shopping.
They like to go shopping. Okay, and they like to go on their first date. Which one of those, tell me the order in which you're going to do those things.
Well, as soon as I find the time to come home, I definitely want to get my driver's license. Shopping, I don't. Not lately. I haven't been shopping.
All right, and first date?
First date, I don't know. My schedule doesn't want me to have a date, so.
And does your dad want you to have a date?
No.
I didn't think so.
Mom's okay with it.
Mom's
Dad's more
okay.
like, don't.
Well, this book, Laurie, is inspiring for young people and for grown-ups and for moms with kids, but you've done a great thing. I can't believe you're only 16 years old.
Thank you.
Tokyo 2020?
Possibly, I think so.
You do?
I mean, I had such a good time and experience at 2016. I'd love to go back.
We hope so. Laurie, thank you for everything.
Thank you.
Again, the book is called I Got This. Laurie's going to be back again with us at 10. We love her. Laurie Hernandez started her career in gymnastics at the age of 5 and soon after began to pursue her dream of being in the Olympics.
Fast forward to last year's Summer Games in Rio, when at just 16 years old, Laurie won both a gold and silver medal and became part of gymnastics history as one of the final 5.
Oh, yeah, but her road to success took a lot of determination and support. Now, Laurie's telling us all about it. It's a brand new book. It's called I Got This, to Gold and Beyond.
Yay!
A little before infinity.
Yes.
Good to see you again.
Hi, you guys.
Happy New Year to you.
You too.
And last time you were going off to do Dancing with the Stars, which you aced as well.
Thank you. Thank
Wow,
you.
have you ever failed at anything miserably?
I'm sure something will come along, yeah.
No, I just, because, you know, you don't just win, you win hugely.
Well,
you
I
know?
mean, I really worked hard for everything.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
You did, and it didn't, I mean, I think one of those things, I remember you were watching Shawn Johnson when you were a little girl and you looked up on the screen and said, wow, if she can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
But wanting to do something and then getting
And then
gold medals
doing
are
it,
two
yeah.
different things. What does it take? Like, if you were to describe to a young kid who came up to you and said, I want to do what you do, what advice would you give them?
I would tell them to go for it, because even like as a little kid, I did want to go to the Olympics. I remember seeing Shawn Johnson. I was like, she's in the Olympics. I want to do the Olympics. But
And you were already in the gymnastic program.
no, that was
Even before you joined it.
Yeah, and so like
Wow.
at that age, it's kind of like, well, that's a really big goal. I don't know if I should do that, but I went for it anyway. So I would just advise kids to go for it.
When you
And
told
stick
your
to it.
parents, did they say, okay, we're going to figure this out? Or did they say, that's sweet, and then pat you on the head and tell you to go on your way?
It was a mix of the two.
Yeah.
I mean, it was more like, okay, and then they put me in gymnastics because they saw that I really liked it and enjoyed the sport.
You need that family support, don't you? I would think it would be
Absolutely.
almost impossible because it's so time
Yeah,
consuming.
you really can't. You have to do it for yourself, but you can't do it by yourself.
That's a
Yes.
good way to say it.
Yeah, and I think it's good to know, too, that it's not always been easy for you. I mean, you went through your share of injuries and things like that, so people don't say, oh, well, of course, Laurie can do it. But it took a lot of hard work, too.
It did, yeah. I mean, and I risked a lot of stuff, like having to homeschool since 3rd grade. I'm a junior in high school. I'm still homeschooling now.
Right.
And also, like, having to risk going out with friends and just staying home and getting enough rest, eating all the right things. But
Your basic
obviously,
teenage stuff.
Yeah, obviously it was worth it.
Yeah, well, I think you're such a great role model for kids. One, because I got to tell you, at the Olympics, the thing I noticed about you, not only how great you were, but how you emanate joy. There's something joyful that comes. When we were watching you from the stands, you were like, you'd look up at everybody, and there was something that you give off.
Radiate.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
and that's why they call you the human emoji.
And speaking of that,
Speaking
Hoda
of
woman,
that-
we're going to play a little emoji game with you. We got to
boy.
get to it really quickly.
Okay, so what's going to happen? You're going to make a face and we're going to guess?
Yeah, I have to make a face.
Okay.
You guys have to guess
Okay,
what it
we're
is.
ready.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Where is it? Oh, yeah, I got it.
Oh, wait. Ah!
Okay,
That's
boom.
it.
Okay, first, next. Go to the next one.
Was that it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
I got it.
Ah!
Boom.
you got it again.
Oh, boom.
Yep, that's it.
Next, go.
Okay.
Let's get rid of some of these.
Oh, she got it.
Yep, that's it. That's
Okay.
it.
Oh.
Yep. That one.
Which one? Astonished.
That's that one.
Oh, astonished.
Okay.
That's astonished?
Yes. The other one
Okay.
is yikes.
All right.
Oh. What? I don't have that one. I'm
is it?
sleeping. Oh, I have this one.
Oh yeah,
Is
I guess
this
it's that one. Yeah, that's that one.
Oh, that looks like terrified to me. Okay.
Okay, there's this one.
Oh, something you're not going to
Yeah.
do ever.
Oh, so I do it sometimes.
By the way, Laurie, we want to say congrats. You had, how many people came to your book signing yesterday in Jersey?
About 1,700.
They ran out
You
of
ran
books.
out of books, I'm sure. That's a good
Well,
problem to
keep
have.
selling those books,
All
Laurie.
the best
Thank
to
you for
you.
coming to see
Awesome
us.
role
Thank you
model,
guys so
sweetie.
much for having me.
Congratulations.